Thanks for joining us today. This week's Healthy Coat training tip, I'm going to talk about loosening this horse's shoulders up. Last 2 weeks I've talked about softening your horse in the head and neck and in the rib cage and hind quarters, and now today we're going to soften this horse in the shoulders. Like I talked about the last 2 weeks, this is the third week in this series. This mare is a mare that I've been roping on, and I'm just warming her up and softening her up before I go to the roping pen. The reason is, when you start putting speed in any event, you start to get stiffness in your horse, and so you need to back up and soften that horse back up at times. And so since roping on this mare, I want to be able to rope on her one-handed and have a lot of movement in these shoulders. If that calf goes to the left, I want to be able to move to the left. Goes to the right, I want to be able to move to the right. And it needs to happen just like that, okay? So when I soften her shoulders, I'm going to have one rein in the lead position, one rein in the lift position right here. My inside leg is going to be away from this horse, and my outside leg is going to be against this horse. So watch as I move this horse's shoulders around and see where my leg position and my hand position are. Now I'm going to go to the left. Pick up on that rein, but I'm also leading that front knee around. And I'm trying to soften this horse in these shoulders so that when I'm roping on her and I'm riding her one-handed and I've got my coils in my hand, if I need to move her this direction, with the slightest suggestion, I get that response. Always remember in the roping, it's all about position. The better your horse puts you in position, the easier that shot's going to be. That's our Healthy Coat training tip for this week. Our giveaway this week are 3 sets of these rope reins, and if you are the first 3 to message us with a training tip question for next year, if we choose your tip, we're going to send you a free set of reins. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.